Okay, guys, and we're jumping in right back into action. Let's
In
see.
Moscow today, authorities are baffled by the aftermath of a shootout at the Leningradsky train yard, which left several dead and an estimated $500,000 in property damage.
The identities of the victims have not yet been released, but according to an unnamed source within the investigation, several of the deceased were armed with military-grade weaponry and body armor. No word yet as to whether these men were associated with any foreign government or were acting independently.
In related news, Russia's Prime Minister has announced that new legislation will be enacted early next year to tighten security at Russia's borders.
Looks like the Iron Curtain may be coming down again, huh?
It certainly does.
In fashion news, designer Robin...
Okay, let's check the email. Steve, enclosed are the minutes from the global... Okay, we don't need this follow-up on Parker. Enclosed are the minutes from the global marketing team Blue Sky meeting. We agreed that GROP is the best way to push Delphi's data work throughout the roof. At least as far as European Union sales go, we've discussed it with some insiders and Interpol, and they agreed that a single unified homeland agency would have the authority to start multinational compulsory civil database. And of course, what better software to run than Delphi Delphworks? The whole war on terror fervor is dying down. A lot of countries are second guessing the civilian database plan. We need to run around these agencies to get some hawks in charge. Came across information can help extend the marketing plan. Guess they're relying on some sort of crisis to help people with identification law. Let's help sell database software. Thought you might want to write something about this. I'm actually going to send this one to Scarlet. And we've got 2 ability points. And we've got +1 reputation with Scarlet. Michael, I was looking at my naked body in the mirror, marveling over the delightful little scars you gave me. Each one hurts when I touch them. I call in favor to find the email of the man who put up such a good fight. Just want to let you know we'll see more of each other soon enough. Z. Grigori, much appreciated. Okay, this cache is much better than some old weapons. I trust I have you to thank for the shipment of weapons sent my way. There is a great deal of second-tier weapons in the shipment. Nothing an operative like yourself would be interested in, but if you were hell-bent on arming terrorists or gangsters, this would be a handsome armory. I'm sure I'll be able to peddle this to gangsters and malcontents that would know a quality firearm if it was used to kill them. Attached is an access key to escrow account for an offshore holding company. There is money in the account that should suffice suitable finder's fee. Let's reply to this. The payment is appreciated. My intention was to earn some credit with you. Rather than being sly and say something like, I hope you remember this favor in the future, I'll just come out and tell them trying to score points and you act accordingly. Assertive. I'll think the entire shipments of weapons ready for black market. Resale would be worth a touch more than mere finder's fee. No problem, my good man. Well, let's go. I guess, if I remember correctly, assertive means you'll get 20k more, but we don't need this. No problem, my good man. Just make sure you sell those guys to kids. Maybe give them a bonus heroin for buying 3 or more guns. Though if I were you, I would charge them extra for new needles. Cool. Okay, we are now rich now. We can already intercept Surkov at US Embassy, but instead we're probably going to assault Lazo Yacht and retrieve the data. Mission advice, security stuff, helpful information. Bonus objective, okay, fine. I'll do this. Dossier information G22 and on Surkov. I guess I'm not going to buy them just yet. Okay, yeah, with this garbage metrics is something I really want. Adrenaline optimizer would be great. Yeah, I want this armor, but we'll see how it goes. Samael Executioner. Guess some rifle sights would be nice. Assault rifle laser sight. stock. Well, this one is too expensive, although it's good, so I guess I'll buy something cheaper. How about this advanced laser rifle stock? This should be good enough for me. I'm going to buy Hamilton the Contender. And I'm going to buy customized pistol clip. What else do we have? Let's make sure we've got enough of this in our stocks. MP charge, mimic beacon, remote mine, shock traps, EMP upgrade, radio mimic. This one is needed, but not going to upgrade it now. Remote mines, shock traps, penetrating upgrades. I don't need any of this right now, but we'll probably need some later. Explosives are not that great. Incendiary grenades are actually better, so let's see. The next mission is going to be a combat one as well, so let's prepare for that accordingly. Yeah, let's assault Lazo Yacht. Although, let's see. We have a couple of points, right? Jump attack. Improve data theft. This one is tempting. Okay, let's do it like that to get some extra cash. Let's check our inventory and act accordingly. I mean, this one is only +5 damage reduction. Increase strike damage. Let's go for this one. Increases damage resistance. Wait, what? Increases strike damage. Yeah, I guess I'll stay at those. I need scope. This one is great though. I don't have a lot of bullets remaining actually. Maybe I need to buy some. Composite pistol components.
We've always known that kids enjoy cat.
Okay, let's go to clearinghouse for a moment and buy some basic rifle sights, custom rifle grip. Yeah, this should be enough.
Coalition forces report sporadic outbreaks of violence across the Middle East, believed to be
Okay,
part of the
well,
struggle between rival terrorists.
I'll be back in a moment, guys.
Army spokesman Colonel J. Robert Powers tells INN that a suspected Al-Samad terrorist training camp on the outskirts.
In Moscow today, authorities are baffled by the aftermath of a shootout at the Leningradsky train yard, which left several dead and an estimated $500,000 in property damage.
The identities of the victims have not yet been released, but according to an unnamed source within the investigation, several of the deceased were armed with military-grade weaponry and body armor. No word yet as to whether these men were associated with any foreign government or were acting independently.
In related news, Russia's Prime Minister has announced that new legislation will be enacted early next year to tighten security at Russia's borders.
Looks like the Iron Curtain may be coming down again, huh?
It certainly does.
In fashion news, designer Robin Goulet's latest show in New York was greeted with surprisingly mixed reviews.
The focal point of the show was the controversial theme of ruined beauty. Models dressed in Goulet's latest designs would stroll to the end of the runway, where they
Okay,
were
cool.
actually...
Let's check the inventory just in case. This mission is going to be tough for our character. Yikes. Can we have another incendiary bomb? That's the question. I don't need those EMP charges here. No, I can't select the same thing twice, it seems like. Or maybe I can. I can! For fuck's sake, then what... Then what we are talking about, baby? Let's get this done.
We've always known that kids enjoy.
And we don't need flashbangs there. I mean, I guess I'll leave some, but...
Coalition
Let's
forces
start the mission. This should be enough. Lazo Yacht, Neva River, St. Petersburg.
I'm here. Now to find Lazo.
What the fuck? Calm the fuck down. Okay, let's get back. We still need some time for our abilities to get off cooldown. Okay, no alarm was raised, that's a good thing. Oh, I didn't bring a better pistol. That is unfortunate.
Are you?
Okay, no more enemies around.
Lazo, you're so crazy.
The fuck?
One is break or throwing another party.
What the fuck? What was that?
Put on some music.
Okay. We've got some dossier info, that's nice. I did not kill her, so
Ha! Breaker's history. I'm the big man in Moscow. You wait.
huh. What is that? Oh, okay. Sure, that's okay. I haven't killed anybody. So fuck off, please. Fuck. Yeah, that wasn't expected. I guess I'll still use tranquilizer rounds on those guys, on those G22 guys. I mean, technically I did not kill Laszlo, I only knocked him out, but... Let's bypass the keypad. Let's take a look. Who the hell are those guys, I wonder? And why didn't they just shoot me?
Lazo has been terminated. Move out.
Well, if you're not going to mess with me, then what
What the hell's going on here?
Okay, we need a... Okay, we need a boss fight there, I see. Oh, fuck! Where is she? Okay, I managed to defeat her with the grenades.
What, nothing to say? I want to know what you're doing here. Who sent you? You're just a kid, so I'm willing to let this go. But you keep pushing it.
Let's just spare her. After all, they could have killed me right from the get-go, so... And there is a hint of romance between the characters.
Mike, are you still there?
I'm here.
Someone was jamming the frequency. Are you alright?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, guys, this was a little nice short mission. I think we could still play for one more. Agent Thornton boarded Yak to find out what Laza knew about the missiles and the destination. When Laza was encountered, however, he attacked Agent Thornton immediately. That's not what happened! We just knocked him out. After dealing with Lazo, Agent Thornton made his way to the upper deck and countered resistance from a terrorist group known as G22, who were after the same information. How do we know that there was a G22? Agent Thornton made his way to Laza computer system and downloaded an IP address for Laza boss. As he was completing the download, he encountered G22 team led by a mute teenage girl. She refused to identify herself, attacked. Boss objective tipped off by informant. Thornton locate Laza's computer and get access to the account information held. Effect cash deposit Agent Thornton. Thornton defeated the enemy Agent SIS when attempted to reason with her. She refused to speak but gave Thornton lock-in and vanished. Effect SIS and G22 still alive, potential enemies. Effect repercussions from G22. Once the intel from this mission is analyzed in the safe house, it's believed Agent Thornton will have enough information to track down the next lead in Moscow. New agents again intercept Sorkov at US Embassy. Cool. Nice.
What's up with the connection? Looks like something's interfering with the transmission. Or... Great. You guys again. And I take it you're the leader? I ran into a little friend of yours tonight, hanging out with your G22 buddies. She's quite the little firecracker, although she doesn't talk much. Well, except with those pistols of hers.
That would be my bodyguard, SIS. And I know you spared her life. That's why I'm calling.
I didn't want to fight her. I was only there for Lazo. But she didn't give me much choice.
It was under my orders, Mike. But I didn't realize you would be there. Else, I would have instructed SIS to behave differently.
Thank you.
So should I ask what G22 is doing in Moscow? You guys sure seem to get around.
It's a rather long answer, Mike. One I'd like to discuss more. if you'd be up for it.
Is your bodyguard invited? If so, I'll need body armor.
I'm afraid it's required she be present. We're not supposed to be apart. It's how G-22 operates in the field. But like you, I tend to bend the rules for the sake of the greater good. I'll leave the choice up to you, but I can't wait long. If you want to discuss your future, then meet me at the following coordinates. It isn't far.
I agree.
And come alone.
Alright. But I better not be walking into an ambush. And tell SIS to keep her distance.
I will do so. I will not wait long, Mike. So if you want to speak to me, you'll have to do it soon.
Thank you very much. Though this is good. We are going to talk to them.
Pleasure cruisers on the Moscow River received a shock this morning when they discovered an empty yacht floating unattended on the river.
Hey Mike, defense industries engineers, chrysler country. I'm shocked. I wouldn't have a little smiley face after that to convey sarcasm, but I think anyone putting a colon next to a closed parenthesis should be shot in their colon and left to die slowly from rectal bleeding. In other words, thank you for the information. Hopefully my editor can get the story circulate around the Europress circuit. People need to hear the story. Well, we only get like 1K, but we do it for the effort. Much appreciated. And here I was thinking I would sell them drugs and have the guns be the promotional bonus. If you ever get bored of killing people without government oversight, you should consider black marketeering. It's a good crossover over with your current skill set. Thanks for making me laugh. Now on the serious, I think I have some buyers in Afghanistan for the weapons. If the deal goes well, I'll send you a bonus. Okay, thank you very much. So we have a dossier on Albatross and SIS. Cool. I'm going to buy both of those. Thank you very much. Be prepared. Some perks. Let's see. Limited bloodshed. Tough as nails. Professional. Textaholic. Email enhancement. 10 emails. Okay. Profiler. Thieves dossier. Plus 1 AP. The big picture. Stay of execution. Discounts. Under the radar. 5% from all transactions with G22.
Authorities are baffled by the aftermath of a shootout at the Leningradsky train yard, which left several...
Let's contact Albatross. Let's just put on our winter clothing. Let's show them that we are peaceful, guys.
We've always known that kids enjoy candy, but what are some of the downsides to this link?
Beautiful night. Let's not ruin it by shooting each other.
It's all right, sis. Hello, Mike. No trouble finding the place, I hope.
You wanted to meet face to face. Why?
I wanted to talk about you and the organization I represent.
Okay.
You spared Sis's life. For that, you have my thanks.
I have something of hers. Here.
Did she give that to you? I see. The locket is a childhood memento. Perhaps those days are gone. Regardless, thank you for sparing her life. The gratitude comes from both of us, it seems.
According to what I've been able to dig up on you two, she's your bodyguard. If anyone should be saving someone's life, it's her.
That is correct.
Intel suggests she's an orphan. That you're not related.
I see you've accessed Interpol records, Agent Thornton. I thought I'd wipe those clean.
I'm thorough. But if she's your bodyguard, why did you send her to Laszlo's yacht? Isn't she supposed to be protecting you? She could have been killed, you know. That's no way to treat someone you care about. And no way to treat a child.
Sis would not be here today if not for me, Agent Thornton. The world is cruel in many respects. And every day we survive, we have gambled against death and won. And the locket she gave you. Perhaps Sis is not a child anymore. to throw away childhood mementos so carelessly.
That locket? It's not a childhood memento.
Excuse me?
The locket. It depicts St. George and the dragon. According to the legend, townsfolk fed their children to the dragon out of fear to prevent its wrath. Eventually, the king agreed to feed his own daughter to the beast.
I'm not sure I like the implication, Agent Thornton.
I wasn't aware there was one. I'm guessing only she knows how St. George factors in. But I'm wondering who G22 is in the story, and who you are. I'm sure SIS could clear it up. If she wanted to tell us, that is.
She can't.
Can't? Or won't?
She's a mute. Let's walk. Sis will make sure we're not interrupted.
Alright.
Alright.
So, what did you want to talk about?
I know to all outward appearances you're a rogue agent. I also know about Alpha Protocol, and in your case, it's being used for its intended purpose.
It wasn't my choice, really. One of my associates made the decision for me.
I disagree. You had other options, I'm sure. Did enacting Alpha Protocol change your mission?
No.
Then you should be proud of your accomplishment.
What accomplishment?
It's not often that one gets to turn the tools of their own government against them, and for the right reasons. And Alpha Protocol? It is a powerful tool.
I agree with his logic, actually.
Between Halbeck and you, I'm beginning to feel like everyone knows about Alpha Protocol.
It may seem that way. I'd argue you're simply traveling in a smaller circle here, on the fringe of international politics.
I don't know what you want, Albatross. G22's agenda? Doesn't seem like you have one.
No. We have aspirations, as does any government. But we believe that agendas are accomplished by careful study and observation. If the status quo is disrupted, it makes predicting triggers and events more difficult.
You sound like one of the analysts of Alpha Protocol I know.
Alpha Protocol has always had someone in that role. It helps them function as intended, no matter what iteration of the program. It's an odd thing. A government-sponsored...
It seems like those guys actually were part of Alpha Protocol before.
Now, what kind of foundation is that for a country?
I guess you have to trust your country and act in its best interests.
Do you trust your country?
I do. I believe in the mission.
I propose we become allies.
What, I become a member of G22?
No. I propose we cooperate. You will find that as extensive as Alpha Protocol's leftover safe houses and gadgets are, well, G22 has access to much more.
And the price?
Let us say I owe you. You've already paid me.
Yeah, sure, we are going to agree, no problem.
What do you say?
Alright. I need all the friends I can get. And for some reason, I trust you.
You won't regret it, Mike. We're out of time, I'm afraid. Thank you for listening to me, Mike. I know you have a great deal of work ahead of you.
Albatross, I need to know something.
Yes. What?
This business with Halbeck. I can still prevent it, right? There's a way to stop them. This isn't going to end well, is it?
Mike, it never does.
Another hint of romance with SIS. Okay, well, we lost some reputation with the Albatross, but we gained some with SIS. I'm going to spoil something up. Initially, there has to be a romance between Thornton and SIS, potential romance, but one of the developers who was invited at the later stage of the game development just cut it out of there. And they also had to cut out one of the other force location. So it's very unfortunate, but the game was never finished properly. That's the story, but this romance would have been very interesting because she's a mute. Like, it is a very interesting story. I don't know why should we have been able to cut out something like this. If would they cut out Z, I wouldn't mind, but this, it would be something interesting. I mean, she's a teenager, so, I mean, she could be a teenager. We don't know her age. So it could be weird around the lines, but it would still be great. This romance does not necessarily had to result in intimacy between Thornton. They could just kiss or something, like, That will be fun. Alright guys, I thank you very much for watching. I don't know which mission we're going to take next time. It depends on how much money and stuff we're going to have. Thank you much for watching. Bye for now.